So we're going to be converting grams of nutrients into kilojoules, or even calories. There are two different ways of converting it into like how you want to monitor your diet. Americans usually use this calorie format, and I'd say most of the countries that use the metric system use this kilojoule method, but like being as how powerful America is, they usually most people recognize it as calories as being a way to monitor your dietary intake. So how would we do this? So we take a food product, say this protein powder I've got here. If you can look, it says there's 18.1 grams of protein there. We'll take that from a starting point. So there's 18.1 grams, and what you want to do with this number here, you want to times it by either this number here to get the kilojoule amount, or this number here to get the calorie amount. We'll do calorie, just to pander to the audience, I guess. So we'd times it by 4, and then we'd just calculate that. 18.1 times 4, so it's 72.4 calories of protein in this powder. To 0.4, and then we'd go ahead and grab the fat total. So so we'll grab the fat total, and there'd be 1.8 grams of fat. Grams, and then we've got to time this because fat is a more like potent way of consuming food. It counts more when you're calculating its amount. So in the fat, when you're calculating fat, you need to times it by 9 when you're getting the calorie point. So we'll times 1.8 times 9, 16.2. And then for the final one, we'll take the carbohydrates. Most products will have this kind of carbohydrates, then sugars. You want to take the total here. So with this, it's 1.9 grams. And then you want to times this by 4. It just happens to work out as they're the same amount of calorie kind of intake per gram. So we'd times 1.9 times 4, and that would equal 7.6 of calories. If you wanted to then transfer these numbers here into kilojoule, you'd then times them all by 4.2, just like translate them into this kilojoule formula. So we'll do it. It's pretty. It's similar in the way you calculate it. You just take the gram total and then times that by 16.8 if you're doing protein. If you're taking the fat, you go 1.8 times 37.8, and then if you're doing the carbohydrates, you'd do 1.9 times 16.8. It's pretty simple like that. It's a good way of counting how much calories you're taking in kilojoules, because there's a certain amount your body can take in depending on your fitness level, your body type, and all that kind of jizzy jazz. I'll go over base metabolic rate in another video. I'll put a link to it in the description if you're interested to work out how to work out how much calories and kilojoules you should be intaking. I think that's it. Cheers.